So we're going to be speaking about Rifson white oak. Now this is something that is definitely more commonly requested from our clients and our designers because of the look, the texture, the feel, right? Especially as they incorporate it into their designs. Keeping in mind that with this net zero, not only were we talking about the building science, but also some of the finishes in this beautiful home, the Desert Comfort experience. Now, this is really important because as you think about pricing, now a lot of us dealt with price escalations, all throughout since COVID, this has been ongoing. Some of us have seen a break for some material, lumber, steel has come down, some of labor has come down a little bit, which is forecasted for 2023. So that's helping us. However, there are some products that have not alleviated, one of it being the white oak, right? White oak is something that's really important to keep in mind because when we originally designed this with our design team and our client, keep in mind there were some delays with permit and septic approval for the septic tank on the property. And because of that, there were some massive price hikes. So, a home that maybe would have been just say $100,000 for cabinetry, all of a sudden went to 150 just in material, 50%, right? Was pretty common over that year stretch. The other problem is the lead time, right? As you think about lead time. So as you may see a pretty picture on Pinterest or Instagram and you want to have that white oak in your house, which is great, we love it. But at the same time, understanding that because of the huge demand, some of the species, right, where again, the supply chain can differ. Lead times have been really long. So as we were trying to factor in a time constraint for the net zero build, how could we acquire the amount of white oak that we needed for this project? And then understanding costs as well, right, with the cost escalation. And so this is really important. We spoke on an earlier video about the importance of book matching. So as you think about cabinetry, what's really important is, we talked about always having cabinet drawings signed off by everybody. This is really good. It protects the client, protects us as the builder, protects our design team to make sure everything's right and coordinated. Helps us as you start thinking about built-in appliances. This is really important, as we have built-in fridge, freezer, we have our induction cooktop. Everything has to be so precise, so tight. And what's unique, whenever you have, like here, this modern cabinetry and everything's inset the way it is, those outlets are in a specific area. As this fridge and freezer are pushed all the way back to the wall, you have a small little area where you have to have the outlets. You have to make sure that you understand this cabinet layout, shop drawing signed off. You come and map this on the floor, lay out all your electrical and your plumbing and your gas and make sure everything's laid out. And again, just understanding the importance of lead times, layouts, making sure that you're coordinating, what kind of hood detail, are the appliance specs correct, are the models correct that we're speccing so that there's no discrepancy there with our cabinet company. But again, as you can see here, they really nailed it. I mean, part of it was with this white oak, they really wanted this consistent grain that you see through here. We have the two-tone, the blonde with the darker material. So we have, the darker material on the outside and over top, the hood with the blonde with the stripe of black, cabinet doors in the blonde, and then of course the island black here. So again, understanding just that, that selection. It's really important for us as builders in the estimating process that when, certain products are selected, that we understand the pricing so we can communicate clearly that by this specification, it's going to add maybe duration or cost, but the end result will be ideal, once we understand all the aspects to it.